Damn, bro, with the coronavirus and whatnot, these retarded ass anime commercials are starting to get on my nerves. I mean, not anime, but like, I don't know what they're making these commercials to. They have these retarded ass, squeaky ass voices, but like they're like really annoying to your ears. It's like you're isolated and you're also watching these stupid ass commercials. I missed the good times where sister was still here. At least I could listen to her bullshit jabbering stories about some bullshit that happened in her day and have to fucking be alone in my own like space. So, fucking, you know what I mean? Not that she helped me, but like, you know, you get like some sort of like morale boost from having someone just talk about their life, even around you. You're like, whoa, some noise, something happening, you know? Like, that's sad. That's how sad my life is, okay? So if you're gonna complain on me, start complaining to yourself. When I was in fucking loneliness in fucking places that I've never been in my life and no one would ever want to go to. Where were you? Where were you? You were living it up in fucking Coachella, dude. Well, guess what? Like Fedmeister says, even though I don't agree with him about the gambling, there's a whole world out there than being on Twitch and watching some fucking jackass talk about their fucking bullshit all day. And they can ban you in an instant. It's like, what is this degradation of the American culture? I think Twitch was a mistake. They say TikTok is a mistake. I'm like, well, Twitch is pretty close, you know? I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? I think Twitch is worse because at least TikTokers they like the company they work at somehow. I mean, at least, you know, they're like, oh, at least TikTok made me famous, right? Well, not really. I mean, actually, no. I'm kind of wrong. No. Twitch is worse. Reason for it? The bans. The insta bans. These mods. They control and censor. I don't know if TikTok does that. Also, TikTok doesn't allow filters, right? Does Twitch do? Also, I feel like in TikTok, there's not like bandwagons that always like, for the streamer, they always protect their streamer. On TikTok, it's just like, you're at the mercy of the mass. And that's good because it's not like some sort of gated community stream, like where anything someone else does is considered cringe if it's not the streamer. You know what I mean? Or the person who they're protecting. Like, oh, they're so cute. I love them. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I get it. It's your streamer. But they act so possessive of them that it's like a modern day fucking hive web of fucking bullshit that they hide behind, dude. And then, when they, you know, they're innocent. They have networks and they switch streams. And like, no one tells you about this though. But TikTok is like, they're all TikTok stars. You know what I mean? They're not like networking. You know what I mean? There's different age groups on TikTok. In fucking Twitch, there's just 20-year-olds, 15 to 25, I mean 15 to 35-year-olds. And all they do is nitpick. So TikTok at least has its fair balance of 10-year-old and 40-year-olds. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not just like, yeah. Yeah, so much stupidity in this world, man. Makes you feel like you got blue balls every time you look at it. That's what I mean. You know, porn's not enough, but then they're all going to TikTok. It's like, life is not all cracked up to be. Unless you're super hot, being talented does not get you the pussy. Maybe it does, but it makes you become content. Whereas being hot, you just get to be hot. You know what I mean? That's some bullshit. And people say, oh, you complain too much. You're fucking amazing. I'm like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck is up with my life. You think I get fucking treated better? No, I don't. I may look all right, but it doesn't mean I get treated nicely, you know? Because I don't have that pretty privilege like that. It's not like I transcend to the fucking point where it's like, oh my gosh. Maybe it's a celebrity thing, but even then it's like, I'm not the most like I person. And I don't keep it on the cool with that shit either. Like, I don't like it. Won't treat me that way. I know who I am. I know what I represent. You know, and that's what they want to take away from you. You're social, like they call you I don't know what they call you, free thinker or a woke person, aware. I don't know what it is, but these Twitch streamers, bro, they make a mad covert lingo. You gotta keep tabs on that shit. They act like they're super fucking sly, but I see the sus right through it. You know, it's like they're talking in a different language, like they're barking in a different, like, compared to a bark to a meow, but I can still hear the fuck up, you know? TikTokers make, like, at least the slang is relevant. It's like famous relevant. Like, Twitch streamers just make up code word names like snarl, grr, roll, pant. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And it's like, not everyone's a fucking closet weeb. Some of us like other kinds of fantasy stuff as well. But since they gotta make theirs so popular, like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, just because someone likes Dragon Ball Z does not make them a weeb. Maybe they like fucking Valhalla fantasy kind of stuff, and you're just like, oh, he likes Dragon Ball Z. Maybe it's because it has some fucking landscapes and cool stuff that they incorporate into their own art style, not because they fucking like Bulma's tits or some shit. Or Chi-Chi yelling at Goku like a fucking femdom or some shit, and Goku getting stepped on his neck because he's so strong but she's so weak. Like, the screaming sounds, maybe they're screams of war. They don't have to be sexual screams, you know what I mean? And this is the perversion of the culture, dude. Like, we're good for the Asians, but I don't fuck with that vibe. And people say our culture. No, bro. Just because you have black hair doesn't mean we share the same culture. That's what I always say. I'm like, I'm not Asian, but I grew up with them. But I know how they're like. And it's not the same. Like, I'm not trying to be you. You know what I mean? If anything, you know, it's like, what are you doing? Copying from fucking schemes that we've done. The Asians and the whites have always taken control of our fucking endeavors and made them monetizable. Because since we don't have the money to make them, they take the fucking schematics and use them in their own storylines. Except they give their characters blonde hair and like pale skin or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But in reality, the protagonists don't look like that. He looks like a fucking asshole like me. And all he does is ninja their ass. This is why I just watch soccer. At least the players are more representative of people, you know? Like Messi, like fucking Ronaldo. Neymar, you know? The hometown hero. Fucking shit, dude. Even Jamie Vardy, the guy's white, but hey, he's like, he goes there, you know what I mean? They're not there to like, you know, Mbappe, you know, you got the homeboys, like, you know, maybe they're the athletic versions, but even then, you got Conte, you know, Conte is from fucking, I don't know where, but he was like made in this system, out of the system, and he became part of the system. This is the real story of an actual player. Or Modric, you know, Modric was a European, you know, success bait, but at the end of the day, he made his own way, you know. There's plenty of talent in Europe, but Modric transcended it past that. He knew he had a destiny at Real Madrid to make things work. Unlike his others, like, he knew what's up, you know what I mean? And that's the case, you know? Like, you got the hustle in there, you know? And that's something that these 3D weeaboos will never understand. Or whatever the fuck they are. These, whatever these, I don't know what they call them. Weebs? Weeaboos? The Japs. You know, the fucking animezers or some shit. I don't know what to call them. Anime, I don't know. Weebtoon lovers or some shit. I don't know. Ooh lovers. Well, not ooh. It's like Weebtoon. What? I don't know what you call them. Whatever. I mean, it's like trying to find the name for it. animation community will never understand. It's like Dragon Ball Z. Even that I don't fucking relate to, because I'm like, yeah, I see the style, but I don't see the contours. Even in the real Dragon Ball Z, the contours are a little off. It's like you can always draw it more epic. I know maybe you don't have time to draw the animations, but there should be a show of love and care for the animations, not just the voice acting, the storyline. Even in Goku's first Super Saiyan scene, I'm not trying to critique here, but it's like they could have made it more like, you know, climatic. Like, instead of making Gohan sound like a 5-year-old girl, they could have gotten someone better. Goku's Kamehameha versus Frieza more cinematic, you know, with the 20 times Kaioken. Instead, it's just like blurred images. It's like it pops up. I know that time is not like the friend here of that place, because it was back in the day. But you have to keep in mind that if you're making a product, you have to finish it the right way. And that's the thing with white and Asian people. They don't do that the right way. Like, either white people underdraw or Asian people overdraw. It doesn't work. It's like, this is why you have to achieve a balance. And even if that balance looks ugly like me, it's the way that it has to be. And then the Mexicans come here and ridicule my style, and it's like, you know it's the right way. And then the Arabs and the blacks come to blow up my spot, but I know inside and out that it's like, this is some fucking bogus, retarded ass shit. You know what I mean? And living in this country and the weebs invading this country, what is it going to lead to? And Mexico coming to invade as well? It's going to be some sort of war, isn't it? Fuck, dude. America's a fucking racial battleground at this point. No, I'm just going to eat a sandwich. I hope sandwiches unite us all at the end of the day. You know? Together. But of course the Arabs have to say, oh, you can't even eat ham in your sandwiches, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, get me a break, bro. I eat what I want to eat. If I want to eat an anime girl's pussy, I'm going to eat that shit. Not that they'd want to. You know, they call me like an incel or some shit. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm 25 at this point. Who gives a fuck if I haven't fucked at this point? I don't really care. It was my choice at the end. My dick, right? It's like they say my pussy. I mean, I'm not trying to be like degrading or anything. It's just like, it's up to me, right? My attitude, I guess. If I haven't chosen, it's because I'm picky, or because I'm just not looking like that intently, right? It's like, if you go on Tinder, or you go on, I don't know what websites, you will find someone maybe one day, right? Or just look in the street and ask a girl out and try to fuck her, you know? Like, eventually you pay her, maybe, even if you're that desperate. I don't know how that works. I don't know if paying is ethical or not. I don't think it is. Even then, it's like morality is a factor. Who gives a fuck? But to be an incel, like, I don't even know what that means. Is an incel like a fucking virgin who hates women? So if he's not a virgin and he still hates women, or is a misogynist, or is a creep, does he still have an incel? I don't know. It's all hypothetical to me. The only thing that's a virgin is a guy who's never fucked. I don't know what an incel means. And this is what these weeb and white people and Mexicans try to paint you as, like. And then you get other people to laugh at the outsiders, like, haha. But in real life, they are just about as, maybe not as clueless. Maybe not as dirty. Maybe not as clueless, but maybe as dirty as you are. You know what I mean? Even then, it's like, I'm not trying to be clean either way. I don't want to be. Yet you laugh at my standards, right? This is why I don't get girls, because they want me to be this sort of like clean-cut fresh boy who was an anime or in some Viking drawing, and I'm like, or even a Mexican stereotype of some sort of like dying in the heat, fucking stroke asthma motherfucking bastard. Or some Jamaican Rasta boy who likes to fucking jerk off in the middle of a fucking favela or some shit. or some fucking radical fucking maniac who runs around fucking shooting like random objects. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not any of these things, man, and this creates wars in our internal systems of beliefs. I'm just the guy who lives in a fucking house eating a sandwich with things that I breathe air. Is that what you want to hear? Because that's what I do. I watch these retarded commercials and live this life around you fucking jackass nincompoops who like to laugh at my every move. Like, bro, I'm walking around, you see like this racism, but not just racism, just sizeism in life. Like, bro, people look behind me, like look at me, and they're like, oh, this guy looks threatening. Let's look at him. What did I even do? Again, I'm in the woods. Some guy looks at him. Like, what did I do again? I don't know. I'm just walking. What the fuck, man? That's why I don't go to beaches. And I'm not saying I'm good looking or anything, but that's why guys don't go to beaches. Cast them all as perverts. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? We came to the beach to go fucking mack on some hoes, man. Show off our six. Show off our fucking bods like Zac Efron. Or just swim in the water. Just fucking stretch our legs, you know what I mean? And flex our muscle, bite like guns and fucking pump our pecs, you know? And it's like, look at your face, look at the sun, you know? Get some fucking vitamin D's, nuts! And then you got all these fucking haters, man. Like, what? You can't be good, all right, on the beach? Like, what girls do it, there's no problem, right? As soon as a guy walks up, it's the competition. They want you out of the fucking floor zone. Because they know that if you're in this space, you will take all they have in their way. And they can't lift the weight of loss because they don't know what it's like, because they've had it all their life. So, and they don't work for it. They just want it given to them. And this is the problem, is the social degradation of modern society. They're trying to outcast all the people who actually tried in their life. Not just boomers. The people who try, they're ridiculing. The social aspect of America is to be dumb and fat, not smart and, you know, sharp, if you will. You don't need to be athletic, just sharp. If you're even conscious of your fucking mind, any plate, purse, like stuff, they're gonna be fucking out. If you have any sort of like thing that you could have, they're thinking of robbing you from it, like taking it all. This is why relationships stay hidden, because not because you want to, but they shouldn't stay hidden if you can afford it, not hide it. But even then, they're snipers, man. You never know. You can never be sure. You always have to watch your back, man. Even your neighbors are out to get you, or the people in your neighborhood. And this is coming in America. Like, we got over slavery and stuff like that. Fucking, I don't know how long, 50 years ago, maybe 75 years ago. And these motherfuckers are still fucking knocking at your door, yelling at you like, bring it back, or I'ma get you, motherfucker. Like, you so, like, N-word, blah, blah, blah. You fucking ghost. And I'm like, bro, can you stop being ratchet and stop fucking yelling on the fucking scene of the crime? Who gives a fuck what happened? Just walk out there, man. Like, we don't need to hear this bullshit, you know? Like, for me, I struggle with fucking being poor and shit, and I don't fucking lie about it. I'm not like, hey, I'm broke, okay? But I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I have mad shit on my ass. I have too much stuff to work with. So many girls to have in my lap, you know? When the reality is, no, it's not like that. Life is real, not so real. So real is for the people who are rich and famous and fucking hot. These people are models, they're top influencer actors because they get payloaded into the Illuminati's piggy bank. You know, recycle cycle, rotation. Like, the advertisements they make, the family-friendly image they put on. But for people who actually have to try, it's not the same, especially if you're not being considered an activist and more like a vigilante. You know what I mean? It's the evolution that some of us try to make if we want to try. If you, it's the endeavor of life spirit, and how you become from Robin to Batman. You mature. You're not as impetuous. You're not as weak. You learn the tools of the trade. You go from an apprentice to an actual service person. And the police are still after you, just like any other. It's like, Batman, you have no superpowers. You're just a guy in a black suit, and they call you the Shadow of the Night, but then you know what you're doing was right, you know? And it's not without just cause. I mean, if you just walk through a neighborhood, people are pointing at you like, what did I do? You know what I mean? That's the reason people stick to their own neighborhood. There's a subtle racism in this world, which I don't like, especially in this country. I don't know if it's on this country, but I bet you if I was black and I went to Asia or something, it would be racism as well. I don't know, something like that. So, you know, but it's like I see it, man. It's kind of messed up. Also, people judge you for how you look. You know, you look good or bad that day. People are sure to make you know. But if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. That's what I always say. I just say silent in general. I have too much pain in my life, but it's just good because I just talk through videos. That way, I get my point across without being too going on it for hours. You know, and even if I do, it's like I could, but it makes me sound like I'm fucking bogus and insane in the brain. Because my points are very, very like technologically logical, and technically logical. And so it's like to grasp the absolute concept of the fucking problematic situation is just like you have to go into a fold of fucking creases and bends all this in a single fucking swing. Like it's very like sophisticatedly apprehensive because it's like, damn, where is the fucking stop on this roll? But yeah, you have to like keep that in mind. If you walk through and you can get hurt just for people are fucking are out to get you, or what you listen to, or even how you fucking move, because they can't do that move, so like you don't get to do it either. And I'm like, what? Who are you to dictate how we move? You know, the culture is just so bogus. It puts some people at safety and others in risk and harm. You know, and then there's not in like like there's no patrolling, no one telling other people the ethics and rules of things in these fucking shitholes of places sometimes. They just do what they want. They just fucking write on walls. They fucking piss in your backyard in front of you. Like they look at you dealing drugs, screaming, fucking physically assaulting, chasing, even fucking like, you know, torturing based on how you fucking act just because they don't like your face. They are out to get you. And that's the thing I've always witnessed with my own people. It's always been a nitty gritty. Like, bro, I was dancing in the street because I'm a fucking asshole, right? I'm a troll, right? But it doesn't mean you gotta look at me like it's your business to educate me and raise me to be one of you. You know what I mean? Or like to be not one of you, but to be a pet of your subgenre. Like my own people. There's a woman driving in her car, and she looks at me moving, and she's like I'm the devil itself dancing. Like, yes, I get it. I look like it, but hey, me and you are not the same. Fuck, I missed the fly. It's fast. Anyway, my hand was on a sandwich. What I was trying to say is, yeah, I'm just fucking moving, and this is the Mexican subculture right here. They want you to become a slave to the citizen system. Like, they want you to be the welfare pig that loves his fucking amigos and amistades and all this fucking tostada bullshit. And I'm like, I don't want to eat a dry ass tostada with frijoles, bro. I'm fucking trying to fucking eat a sandwich. This is a sandwich. You see what it is? It's an American food or not. It doesn't matter. I like meat. I don't like fucking lettuce. I don't like fucking chili or some shit. You can't make me be you. You know what I mean? I don't like dry desert sand with fucking tomato sauce. Like, what the fuck, dude? Feed your tortillas to your dog. I don't want it. Fucking giving me your scraps and shit. When I know you eat fucking, I don't know, tortas and fucking beef shit. You eat actual good food. Like tamale, I don't know, just food. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, don't play me like that. Just because you see me being like a different version of yourself, you think I'm dumb. Like, you think I'm like some sort of Americanized mutant ninja turtle. Hey, why are you fucking growling, huh? Something to tell me, bro? Exactly, you freaking freak. Leave me alone. This dog is an asshole. She always has her mood swings, bro. I'm just reacting to her. Yeah, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to be this quiet, submissive Mexican-ass guy. When I know we have much more tenacity and capacity than that. We have much more decision-making skills that we're able to make. I don't know why more Mexicans aren't in the special forces. I guess most are not a correct frame of mind. I guess being double-jointed, but they're all kind of tactless losers, like, because they were raised in mediocrity. They don't actually eat enough to supply their muscle mass. And they settle for mediocrity instead of praising their double-jointedness to become strong. They become these weak-ass, glasses-wearing, fucking wannabe weeaboos who fucking suck the dick of Asian communities just to get ahead in life because they can't make their own subcultures. Yeah, I said it. And, yeah, it's just culture that you have, but you're not, like, proud of yourself. And even if you are, it's like you're fucking pathetically fucking degrading our whole fucking brown-ass race because you want to be yellow. I'm like, what's good, bro? Who the fuck cares whether you're yellow or tanned? Even the day we're a clan Mexicans, dude. And some of us are fucking dark brown, black, like, or like, yeah, as close to black as you can get. Some of us are pale. You know what I mean? It doesn't fucking matter, but yet you bring up this fucking inferiority of your culture, like, blah, 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 I want to change. I want to become a Dragon Ball Z character. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. Work on yourself, and maybe one day you'll be considered cool by your compadres, as you call them. And of whining and complaining. When you hang out around with these guys all the time, you're like, whoa. You hang out with these fucking bum-ass skeet boys and these fucking borrachos, and then you complain about why you're not building muscles when your fucking boys are lifting at the gym and you're just fucking jacking off playing fucking, I don't know, norteñas while playing, I don't know what the fuck video games they play after these things. I don't know, some weird ass whack game. Like some normie ass game. I don't know. With no aim skills. If you're not working on your aim, get out the game. You know what I'm saying? Even Wiz Khalifa said it. Either you're on your grind or you stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for my Mexican bros as well. Like, they hate me for that, saying that. But if you're not trying to achieve in life, and you just want to add to these Asian subculture genres, just because you have black hair, don't come at me when black people, you also have black hair, come for your ass because you didn't protect yourself and you wanted to be a fruit cup like the Asians. Asians know karate, but are they going to teach you karate, bitch? Brazilians know capoeira, but are they going to teach you capoeira? Where are they going to know? And Cubans, they know how to roll a fucking cigar. Are they going to teach you how to export fucking Cuban fucking supplies and missiles? Hell no. They might teach their fucking, you know, own kinds, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But you know, it's sectism, you know? And you have to, like, stop, make your own path, and maybe you can grow from what you are, but don't expect them to clean up your, like, our mess. Or not our mess, but the mess that we are. Maybe either one of us, like, you or them or me are in. You know, it's like we got our own thing going on, and it's not just about identity thoughts and all this. Like we all gotta reach for our own path in life, right? So when I see you guys running it up and making moves and like in soccer, good role models, examples, I'm like, hell yeah, bro, because that's what you represent yourself as first off, and then the culture, which you don't exactly like, but you show up for the stage scene. And even if sometimes your teammates or you like to look good, I mean, I'm not gonna hold that against you. Maybe you like Asian cultures as well. Like that's up to you. But don't act like we don't exist, you know? The people in the background who help all y'all out, you know? It's a bogus bullshit, but who's the anime character based on? Sure, it's not you, bro. You suck their dick and you're not them. Is it based on them? No. They want to be as strong as what anyone could be. But who's similar to that? Who you looking at? Who you looking at? Maybe I'm not the ideal candidate for this bullshit, but I know that I do a good job. And I know that I get things done. And you look at people like, I'm not saying she's a role model at all. I don't like her at all. I think she kind of like a 304 or something like that. It's like, you know, I'm not going to go into details because I don't give a fuck. But Ariana Grande, you look at her, you're like, oh, she's a great girl, you know, but she has not exactly either cultures, but she's not like baiting, you know what I mean? She's just who she is. She's Italian, she's white, but she's not trying to be like proud of being white, you know what I mean? She's happy to be white, but she's not proud of it. She was born white. Just turns out she was, you know what I mean? Now, you can act however you want, but you're yourself, you know what I mean? And that's what I've always told my brother. He's Mexican, but he wants to be Italian, and I'm like, this is some bullshit, man. You know it, I know it, we know it. Because at the end of the day, when a police officer looks at you, or some motherfucking Caucasian looks at your ass, he's gonna be like, you don't look like us. Or like, we're not inviting you to the barbecue, my boy. Or watch your back in these neck of the woods. Either way, like, even Asians will tell you this. Like, you know? And it's the truth. And the Mexicans are also on his ass. I'm like, I know. Because they don't see you as one of them. They call you princeso. It means like pretty boy or boy wonder, guy who's jacked and fucking max on the hose, but he's not considered one of the, like the Asians. Like you're revering them in that way. Don't kiss their ass, man. Just shut the fuck up and get on with your life. I fucking skirt on this bitch. Hey!